Hi everyone, we are just doing a video. We're about to do the Inca Trail tomorrow, and we're just going to outline a little bit of our concerns and what we're excited for. And then when we've finished the video, we'll come back to it and see what our worries were versus the reality of what actually happened on the trail. I am struggling a little bit. We did the Rainbow Mountain walk yesterday, which is very high, so I'm struggling a little bit already with altitude sickness. So that's one of my worries, is that I've already got altitude sickness and what this is going to be like.
And me, well, I can't really breathe properly because the altitude here is very high, and but I feel like going up some stairs. I'm struggling. Being pretty fit is a bit embarrassing when I'm here and walking upstairs, and I'm like the whole time. But apart from that, I am excited about getting up early and going tomorrow and the challenge.
Yeah. And I suppose another concern for me is that I'm close to 50 and Kath's just ticked over 50. So how are we going to handle the trek being, 50 years old? But I have seen other people do it, and if you just pace yourself, I think it's okay. And we're pretty fit, and Kath's a lot more fitter than what I am, so I'm expecting her to race away from me.
I won't race away from you.
Another concern for me is my knees. I've played basketball forever, and my knees are sore most of the time. I've had a knee reconstruction, so tying in with the knees is the amount of stairs. It's basically 4 days of stairs. So how my knees are going to hold out is a bit of a worry for me.
I also have a bad knee. I bashed it in when we were in Chile, and I have no cartilage in one knee, but I think I'm determined enough to. It'll be okay. I'll push through.
Yeah, the determination, and we've got some medication. We've got some ibuprofen and some other heavier tablets. So if we do have knee pain, we can just take them as well. So I'm expecting it to be a bit sore, but the medication, I think if we just take that regularly, it'll be okay.
I think the biggest worry is the altitude and the breath and the amount of stairs, because you have to keep stopping over here for a bit of time. So I think that's probably the biggest challenge, and because it's long days. But apart from that, I think it'll be
They
okay.
are long days, yeah. I suppose another concern would be the cold. Not really when we're walking, because we've got layers. We're going to take thermals and fleeces and t-shirts and jackets, so we can layer while we're walking. And walking, keeps you warm. But at camp at night, I've heard it gets to about 0. So how the sleeping bags are going to keep us warm, because I don't think they have fires to sit around or anything like that. So a little bit of a concern for me. I don't feel the cold too much, but Kath does.
But we bought some heat packs for me, so for my feet, hands, and my back. So I think that'll help me, as long as it doesn't go over the weight that we're carrying in the bags. So I'll have to be, or I can carry them, I guess.
Yeah. The next thing I'm a little bit worried about is remembering to pack everything. We've got a packing list, and it's quite extensive, and we're doing a month over here in South America too, so having to remember everything that we need to take, because you can't just forget it and then go back to the hotel and grab it too, so it's a little bit of a concern. But we have a packing list, so tonight we're going to pack everything after we go and see the Inca Trail people.
I'm very organised. I'm already packed.
I'm a last minute person. I'll go and see. We're travelling with Alpaca Expeditions, so we see them at 6 p.m. tonight. They'll give us a bit of a rundown, which takes about 30 or 45 minutes, and then I'll come back and just confirm everything and try and get to sleep, because I think it's an early start tomorrow.
I think so. I think it's 4 a.m. or 3, 4 or 3.
The next concern, I think, is the toilet situation and the no shower situation. So included in our packing list is our body wipes and toilet paper, that type of stuff too. So how it's going to happen in the Alpaca Expeditions, when we have lunch and when we set up a tent at night, they've got a portable toilet there for us. but when we're walking, how that's going to work out.
And remembering to take the coins for the toilets, because you need to pay 2 soles for the toilet in
I
most
think that's
places.
only on day one.
Well, we will find out. Otherwise, it's we'll be
Yeah.
up close and
So we'll be
comfortable.
just going into the forest and doing our business there. Another concern for me is tiredness and how tired we're going to be, like waking up, because I think on the Inca Trail we've got to get up at 3 a.m. a couple of times too. So once we've been hiking, for a whole day for, 8, 10, 12 hours, going to sleep, waking up early again when your body's tired, I think that's going to be an effort. But I have seen on some other videos that alpaca expeditions wake you up with a cup of cocoa tea, so that's nice. And I think you've got probably an hour to get ready in the morning before you start walking with a beautiful breakfast.
I've been getting into the cocoa tea and even eating the leaves, which I don't know if you're meant to, but the locals eat them, so I've been eating them, and I think it's helping with the altitude, possibly.
They taste disgusting. They taste horrible. The tea is okay. It tastes like drinking, grass, and you get used to that. But eating the leaves, that's next level. Another concern, I suppose, would be the group members. Are we going to have a great group? And I think so, because most people that do the Inca Trail are adventurous and want that challenge too. So, it's, I think we're going to have like-minded people with us, which is good. But, it's a little bit of a worry that, we won't associate with anyone and it'll be just sort of us too. I'd like to develop a few friendships in the group.
We got told there's 13 in our group. So, yeah, we'll see. When we went down the other night, most of the people there were either from Europe or America. We didn't see any Australian people, which that doesn't worry us. But, yeah, there's 13, so it'd be good to see who's on our trip.
And the last concern that I've got, I think that I can remember, is that once we've finished hiking and we're actually at Machu Picchu, is we're hiking up to Picchu, which is another mountain on the other side of Machu Picchu. So apparently it's about 45 minutes. It's pretty steep, but the views over Machu Picchu are great, and it's 45 minutes down, but they're very steep stairs, which I like, but a little bit worried about how legs are going to be after 4 days of stairs.
Well, we just have to do it, don't we? If
Yeah,
we just
no,
scramble
really.
up and down. But yeah, it'll be, I think it's just because it's straight up, but it looks pretty amazing. We got told the stairs are very small, so you got to be careful with your feet on the stairs. But if you have to sort of like use your hands
Scramble a
to
little
climb
bit.
up and, go on your bum on the way back down. But I'm actually really looking forward to that challenge. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I suppose that leads into what we're excited about for it, and that's one of my excitement things too, is actually getting to Machu Picchu and climbing Machu Picchu to see it from a different angle and get those photos too. So that'll lead us into what we're excited about.
And I'm really excited about seeing some more llamas and alpacas. They're amazing. They're so beautiful, and they just seem to like people. Well, yes and no, but they're really fun. The people are beautiful, and the landscape here is just absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, I'm excited about actually day 4, arriving at the Sun Gate, and I hope there's a little bit of fog over Machu Picchu, and then it clears and we get that, sunshine and that beautiful view of Machu Picchu. I think that'll be pretty breathtaking. I'm really looking forward to that, because we're doing the 4-day walking, and that to have that at the end will be just amazing, and actually learning about Machu Picchu a little bit more.
I'm really excited about the stairs because I've been told there's numerous stairs that we're going to be going up, and I think they look pretty cool, and it'll be interesting to see if we have to stop every few minutes like we did yesterday. Rainbow Mountain, we had to stop quite a lot to continue on. So, but the stairs are pretty fun. At home, I find it really easy to run upstairs, go on a stair climber. Don't know about here. So that'll be a challenge, but I'm actually pretty excited about the stairs.
Even walking around Cusco on a small road which has got an incline, it's it takes your breath away. And we're at about 3,500 meters here too, so it's going to be really interesting. And Rainbow Mountain yesterday was 5,050, which is it's incredible what it does to your body too. So I think if we pace ourselves
Yeah.
and just stop every so often and let your body rest, have another go. It's not a race.
It's not a
At the end of
race.
the day. It's not a race as long as we get to the end and we don't exhaust ourselves. So
Yeah.
anyway, at the end of the Inca Trail, we're going to make another video which will tack on to the end of this one, and we're going to tell you what the reality was versus what we're thinking now before we do the Inca Trail. So it'll be interesting to see.
See if we look like this, or if we look like we're all shagged and
Dishevelled.
yeah, dishevelled. Yeah.
All right, we'll see you soon. Wish us luck. Hi, well, we are back. As you can see, we're in a different location. We're in the Amazon jungle at the moment. We've done the Inca Trail, and the next day we woke up early and came down to the Amazon jungle. So this is kind of the first time we've had to sit down and record a video.
Yeah, that's right.
And we're in different clothes. Obviously, we've got singlets and t-shirts on. It's a lot warmer here than it was on the Inca Trail. So we're just going to go over a few things that we were worried about, what we were excited about before we did the trail, and give you what it was really like. So, number one was, I think we were worried about the altitude. What did you think?
I thought the altitude was fine. For me, it wasn't anything like Rainbow Mountain. We took our time. The tour guide was excellent in making sure that no one was rushing ahead to acclimatise, I guess. I found the altitude perfectly okay for me.
Same, and we did a little bit of time in Cusco. I think we did 5, but they recommend at least 2 days in Cusco. So we did enough of the altitude training, I suppose, on Rainbow Mountain and in Cusco. So the altitude, no problems for us.
No, nothing. That's
no
great.
problems. The next thing we were thinking about, which could be a problem, was our age, being, around 50 years old.
No problem.
No probs. We were just as fit as everyone on the trail. We had people in their 20s, we had people in their 60s.
Yeah.
Everyone was pretty comparable. Again, it's not a race, so...
But we had a pretty fit group, so it was good.
You just take your time, you get through it. And then if you are a little bit quicker, you just wait a little bit until the rest of the group catch up. That's all good. So our age, even though that was a little bit of a worry for us, no problems.
No problem.
Our next concern was knees.
The knees, well, the knees were fine as well. I think because I do a lot of training on my legs, so for me, I had no problems at all with our knees. Well, mine were great, so I would highly recommend, if you have a problem with your knees, to do some workouts beforehand. But yeah, we were fine.
Yeah, my knees were okay, even though they're quite painful a lot of the time. I had a couple of twinges in my knees. There's a lot of stepping downstairs. So when I stepped down a couple of times, but this is over 4 days, it happened maybe 3 times, just twisted my knee when I placed it wrong and had a little bit of a pain through it. But that was it. There's no dramas. I think it's more around your leg muscles than your knees that you really need to work on. The next thing we were worried about, also excited about, was the stairs.
Yeah, the stairs are great. I found the stairs really good because they were actual stairs. So we've done a lot of hikes before where we've slid down muddy tracks and things. It wasn't like that. So although it was slippery at parts, you could lodge your feet into a rock or a stair and manage to get up and down pretty easy. So yeah, I thought they were really cool. Very challenging at parts, but yeah, it was good.
There was a lot of stairs.
A lot, yeah.
It's it's 4 days and nearly all of it is stairs.
Yeah.
And they're not nice normal stairs.
No,
they're
uneven.
rocky stairs. There's some small ones, there's some big ones.
Little ones that are tall.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stairs. But to be honest with you, It was challenging, and going up hills, my heart was beating so hard. But have a couple of breaks here and there, I think it's okay. You kind of get in the rhythm and get used to it a little bit, I find.
Yeah.
The next thing we were worried about was the cold weather.
It was okay. The weather was all right at the campground, wasn't it? It was okay. The
It was
tents were
chilly.
warm, so the sleeping bags were really warm. It was more the second day on the top of the mountain at Dead Woman's Pass where it was freezing and I thought I was getting frostbitten. Yep.
Yeah, I thought walking, obviously, walking you are warm, so you don't need jackets and all that type of stuff. Maybe to start for the first half an hour, then we shed all of our jackets because it's quite warm. At the campsite at a high elevation, it can be a bit chilly, but we didn't find it too bad. And again, the tents were nice and warm. The sleeping bags were really warm. We didn't feel cold at night at all.
And when you eat dinner together, you're in a tent, and that was nice. Everyone sort of huddled together. It was warm, wasn't it? It was
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. And we had a bit of rain on our walk too. So I think I
bit
don't,
of
know if that, I
rain.
don't know if that made it colder or warmer.
We had 3 days of rain.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. The next worry was, did we pack everything? We had a big packing list. Did we pack everything? Yep,
Yeah.
we did.
If you don't mind wearing dirty clothes, everyone looks the same. So I guess maybe take 2 pairs of things because you can get wet and things don't dry. But everyone was in the same boat, and we had everything packed, didn't we? All good. Maybe you packed too many snacks.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later again. I was really worried about having enough snacks. Anyway, well, the next one, the toilets.
They're disgusting. Disgusting.
Oh my God.
Worst toilets I've ever seen in my whole life. Disgusting.
Oh my God. So they do, alpaca expeditions do set up a small tent with a
Portaloo.
toilet.
Oh, we loved
inside.
that in the end, didn't we? We absolutely loved it.
That was okay.
Yeah.
Still, that was not
No.
great.
We loved it.
But along day 1 and maybe halfway through day 2, there are public toilets where you can pay 2 sols to go to the toilet.
Sols, yeah.
1? Yeah, it was 1. And then after that, each camping site you go to has a generic toilet for everyone. And it's not just you sharing the campground, it could be
Everyone.
5 or 6 other groups sharing a campsite. So, there could be
Hundreds.
100 to 150 people there. So, toilet situation was shit.
Yeah, you're best to go in the bush. That was so bad.
Literally,
Yeah.
it was shit.
Worst ever.
I've seen things in these toilets that I've never seen before. Oh my God. Yeah.
So disgusting.
So if you've got a sensitive stomach, and I do, whoa. Anyway, it's part of the challenge. It was part of the fun, and we've got some interesting stories from it now.
Yeah.
So beware. Going to the toilet when you're walking. I found that it's okay for a guy, but quite often there's a cliff with a little walkway and then another cliff. So just to duck off in somewhere to go to the toilet is not as easy as what I had anticipated.
No, you got to go fast if you're a girl. And you've got
Yeah,
to
and
run
there's
around the corner,
There's
go
a,
fast.
There's a lot of people on the track as well too, so that's not as easy as what I expected it to be.
Yeah, that was hard.
But again, there's enough breaks to be able to maybe hang on and go at the next break.
Yeah, it's just what you're going to find at those next toilets is always very interesting.
Oh yeah, interesting is the word. How did we go without showers for 4 days? No troubles.
Okay.
We had body wipes. We bought these big body wipes.
Oh, good.
And we just in a tent.
Yeah, they were really good.
Every night, wipe ourselves and then put them in a plastic bag. Then there's bins. You don't have to carry them around the whole time. You can dispose of them at the campsite.
Yeah, and they gave you a little bowl of water, warm water to wash your face or your hands, but I thought that was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problems with that. Plus, we weren't, I suppose we were sweaty in some point.
Oh, we probably stunk.
Yeah.
But no, we're all in the same boat.
Yeah. Yeah. So showers, no dramas for us. How did we go with tiredness?
I was fine. I had this nice smelling stuff they gave me every day. It was so good. I don't know what it
Yeah.
was, but it was good.
They gave us in the morning coca tea.
Yeah.
So they woke us up with a cup of coca tea, which is really nice. We had coffee in the mornings.
I didn't.
Obviously, we woke up early every day. Day one all the way through. Day
Yeah.
one was like a 3:30 wake up. Day two was 4. Day 3 was 5.
And then day 4 was
Day
2:30.
4 was like 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So yeah, at the end of it, I think my worst was at the end of day 3, day 2.
Day 1.
No, yeah, day 1
Day 1 you were dead.
I was hot. Day 1 was hot, and
But you
it was
were recovering
tiring.
from a cold.
And last video, at the start of this video, I said I had altitude sickness. I also had a bit of a cold at the same time.
Yeah.
So at the end of day 1, I was hot and bothered. At the end of day 2, which was a huge day, I think it's 12 hours, the last hour I was over it.
Yeah, and then I made him walk up the big staircase to the Inca ruins and he wasn't happy. But I thought it was good, but a lot of mosquitoes.
Oh, we got attacked by mosquitoes.
He wasn't happy.
And there's another video I'm making about our walk, so you might see the mosquitoes on that video. You definitely will see those mosquitoes.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There was a lot. So yeah, I was really tired at the end of day 2. Just that last hour was like, finish this day already.
Well, it's long, 8
Yeah.
hours of walking.
Yeah. Day 3 is pretty cool. It's pretty cruisy. It's really nice.
I woke up sick on day 3.
You did.
Yeah, they told me it was from the altitude and eating too much, but I didn't think I ate that much. But maybe it was from the toilets because the toilets are another level.
Next level.
And then I just drank a lot of water, and we didn't put electrolytes in our drinks on day 2, which is really stupid. I don't know why we didn't do that. But then I was fine.
We took electrolyte powder with us to put in our water, and I don't know, we just forgot, and we thought we'll just do it. We'll do it soon. We'll do it soon. We'll do it soon. And then we didn't do it, so that affected us a little bit. So if you have electrolyte powder or tablets, I suggest taking them.
Yeah.
Don't put them in your camelbacks. Just put them in a bottle of water on the side of your bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do we go with tiredness? We know that. How do we go with our group members? We were a little bit worried about having terrible group members. I got to say, we had a great group.
Yeah, that was good.
It
Great.
was amazing. We were so happy with our group. I
Yeah.
think we were Team Vamos. We had a team name.
Yeah.
Everyone was in the group. We had a family. We had couples. We had a single person.
Yeah.
We had from 60 something down to 20 something.
Yep.
Really good vibe. Really good people. We've got some friends now. So
Yeah. People from Costa Rica, England, Thailand, and America. Yeah, it was really cool.
yeah. We super happy. I think we had the best group on the hill at the time.
Yeah, and our tour guide said that as well.
Our tour guides were great as well. Yep. How did we go hiking Picchu at the end? So we paid extra money to hike Picchu at the end. When we got to the sun gate, there was no sun.
No
It
sun.
was white. It was foggy like crazy. We couldn't.
Cold. It was cold.
We couldn't see Machu Picchu. We couldn't see Picchu. Anyway, for a few hours, it got easier and easier and easier and better. And then we decided that we wouldn't hike it. So we, 2 reasons. Our legs were really tired. We were very tired.
Yeah, but we could have done it.
We could have done it.
We could have done it.
but
It
my
was more
legs
that
were
we wouldn't
exhausted.
have got a view.
Yeah, it was more about that. So it was so foggy that if we did walk up to the top, we wouldn't have seen anything anyway. It would have been a little bit of a waste of time. We would have just seen fog. So we decided to stay with our group and do a tour around Machu Picchu
That was good.
with Alex and Saul, our tour guides. And then we learnt a lot more about Machu Picchu rather than hiking Picchu. So
That was really
even-
nice.
it's a little bit of a disappointment that we didn't do it. But we got to stay with our group and learn a bit more about Machu Picchu. So that was the positive out of that.
Yeah, and if we ever go back, we'll do that.
Definitely. Yeah. So that's the worries that we had and what it was really like. The excitement that we spoke about in the earlier video was seeing alpacas and llamas along the way.
Yeah, we saw a few, not as many as what I thought, but we saw a few and they were pretty cool because they were just happy just to stand beside them and get a photo, weren't
Just
they?
stand there. So they're not completely wild, walking everywhere. They're kind of like pets that they bring to certain locations, or only one location. There was some at Machu Picchu, and there was some
In that,
the third day, I think the third or fourth day in one
and
area.
some when we're on a hill, they were down in the paddocks. But,
Yeah. So there wasn't as many as what we thought, but we did get to see some.
Yeah.
I was excited to see a little bit of fog on Machu Picchu when we got there. I spoke too soon because it was basically white when we got there. And I thought, oh no, we've walked 4 days and it's just white. I thought, oh, not a waste, but I want to actually see Machu Picchu from a little bit of a distance. So we waited for a few hours from the sun gate. Then we walked down to the viewing platform at Machu Picchu, still white. There was brief moments where the fog lifted and then it rolled around, but it did clear up over a bit of time.
Yeah, it was sort of fun though, wasn't it? Because we were waiting for it to clear and then everyone would run over and get a photo and it was sort of fun.
But again, we were there early morning and then and once it warms up a little bit, the fog clears a bit more too. So even though I wanted a little bit of fog, I got heaps of fog.
Yeah. Well, we were out early. We were the second group, weren't we? Second group out leaving, so we got there earlier than other groups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like the fog over Machu Picchu. It just adds a little bit of atmosphere, I think.
Yeah, it was nice.
Another one of Kath's excitement
was the stairs.
Was the stairs.
I love the stairs. And the good thing about the stairs is that you can actually, you don't slip over because our poles were excellent that we had, but you can level your foot on a rock so you're not going to slide down like the hills. But definitely there was so many stairs. And at the end, what are they called? The Gringo Killers. They were fun because we actually climbed up them. That was really good. That was easy. We thought that'd be really hard, but we found that really easy after the stairs. The stairs on the first and second day there's a lot, but you get a good workout. Hey.
I feel fitter.
Yeah, we definitely got a good workout
afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the excitement for stairs. A couple of additional things that we've written down. I found that I got a really big sense of accomplishment after finishing it. Like, that's what I feel, like a sense of accomplishment. Number one, we saw Machu Picchu, and number two, we completed the Inca Trail. Like, it's not an easy walk. It's not easy. It's a challenge.
And it makes me emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really touching.
At Machu Picchu, yeah.
But the walk, was amazing. You definitely feel fitter. I don't know. 4 days of really hard labour, I suppose.
And it brings people together too, a group together. It was quite emotional leaving our group and our guides too, because they're really nice people. Yeah.
So it was really awesome, wasn't it?
Another thing that I've written down is that we went in the dry season, but we had 3 days of rain.
And they say you only get 4 days of rain in August. Well, we got 3 of them.
Day one was sunny and hot. The next 3 days we were wearing ponchos a lot of the time. They supplied the ponchos for us, which is cool. But yeah, it wasn't raining and torrential rain the whole time. It was
at night. It was in the tent.
There was some misty rain, there was some heavy rain, there was a bit of everything. There was parts where we took our ponchos off, then an hour later we had to put them back on too. So it was like that for 3 days. So yeah.
And they get wet inside. So you're putting them on, you're just putting on a wet
at the end,
sheet.
It's like whatever. But expect a little bit of rain in the dry season. As Kath said, it was quite emotional at Machu Picchu for us.
Especially in the temple area. Is it the temple?
There's a few different ones.
Yeah, like it was just really. The rocks are made of granite, and it actually brings out the what's it called?
It's an energy.
The energies, like between if you're connected to you, and it was, I found it really overwhelming.
Just incredible. Machu Picchu and all of the other Inca ruins along the way. Incredible how they make that and what that meant to the people, the Inca people. Yeah. Our guides,
10 out of 10. Yeah.
Alex and Saul. We had two. One led the front, usually Alex. Saul was with the last person at the back. They gave us information along the way. They made sure we're okay. Amazing people.
Yeah, and Alex has been doing it for 16 years and walked it, I don't know, hundreds of times. And he was so knowledgeable, wasn't he? He had so much knowledge and he was so kind.
His grandfather used to be a porter on the trail.
And it was very special to him. And Saul was a porter and now he's like advanced to a tour guide. But they're as fit as can be. They're so fit and so funny.
They're great. Really loved them. They were so good. So Saul and Alex, if you're watching, shout out. Food. The food was
great.
Way better than what we expected.
The food is amazing. How they make these things in a tent, like it's just absolutely phenomenal. We had like a cauliflower quiche one time, didn't we? Like and the llamas. Remember the llamas with the alpaca?
Yeah.
Oh, not the alpaca. The avocado with they had chips, llama chips.
Chips. How they make all this food? They carry all the food with them, and then they've got a small tent, and they make all this food. And there's so much food. It's ridiculous how much food they make, and it's all tasty and quality. We felt bad for not eating it all, but the porters, they eat everything afterwards anyway. So
one thing they did do is they served us dessert before the main meal, which was very odd, but we did it every night.
They had tea before dinner, so we had a cup of cocoa or coffee or tea with popcorn, marshmallows before.
Cake.
One time we had a big birthday cake before dinner, so it's really hard to eat everything. But incredible.
Good food.
Way better than what I thought. Way better. Recommend hiring hiking poles. We had 2 poles each.
Yeah, great.
And I thought they were really good. They helped lift a little bit of load off your legs and knees going up hills. So you can just take a little bit of weight, and then down hills they offer a little bit of stability. I think.
And especially on day 2 when we hit the frickin' blizzard thing, which.
Yeah, we had a blizzard on as soon as we hit Dead Woman's Pass.
It was freezing.
Going up is okay. It was cold, and then down the other side, windy, rainy, freezing. I couldn't feel my fingers, and I don't really feel the cold too much. So if I couldn't feel my fingers, Kath was next level. Yeah,
we just had to keep going. I remember there was, like the other group, Heather and the others were like, oh my God, like we didn't know if we were going to make it down because it was so freaking cold. And that's when the hiking things really helped because it was raining a lot and it was slippery. And that was a big achievement, wasn't it, getting down the bottom? We were all pumped because we made it.
Yeah. Now that windiness and coldness lasts probably half an hour or something, and then it sort of, the wind died off a little bit. So yeah, I recommend getting hiking poles.
Yeah.
We hired them from Alpaca, so we didn't have to lug them all over the world.
Definitely recommend getting air mattress.
We hired air mattresses as well. They're about that thick, but yeah, I wouldn't sleep on just a rubber mat on the ground. Too cold. I was a little bit worried about having enough snacks along the way.
I said he didn't need to buy any.
I bought some from Australia. Big bags of snacks, lollies and stuff, just to get a sugar hit along the way. Basically, I carried them all the way from Australia, carried them along the Inca Trail, didn't eat them. So the breakfast they give you is plenty. And then then they give you snacks, they give you a bit of fruit and a muesli bar or something. Then lunch, it's enough.
It's a lot of food.
I didn't have to have too many snacks.
Yeah, it's a lot of food.
Yeah. One thing that we found really surprising is what they call baby alpaca pea.
Oh, It's the best.
So Alex and Sarah had little bottles of this magical concoction, whatever it is.
Good.
You put it in your hand, rub it, and sniff it in, and it blows your head off.
No, so good. God, if I could take it home, I would.
You have that before you start your walk. You can
On the
ask,
way?
You can ask for it from them when you want, but it opens up your sinuses. It opens up your breathing. Apparently, it's good for altitude sickness as well. But yeah. I was really surprised at how strong that stuff is.
Because the day that I felt sick on day 3, they gave it to me 2 or 3 times, and it was like I was fine. After that it smells so good, doesn't it? Strong, but it's good.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Dead Woman's Pass wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. We woke up fairly early that day because it's a huge day, and our guide Alex paced us for the first part of it, and then we did the stairs at our own pace, and that's, we did it in about 3.5 hours, the first bit. They reckon it's about 4 hours, but I didn't find it too bad. It was just constant stairs.
I found going down harder for me, and that was mainly because it was cold and wet. Up I was all right, and it was easy going up for me, but because of your balance, you've got to focus. Tell me, we had to focus a lot on that day because it was rainy.
And what I found on day 2 was the second pass, the second high altitude pass, was a lot harder than Dead Woman's Pass. Everyone talks about Dead Woman's Pass.
Yeah.
That was okay. The second one,
coming
really
after
steep, lunch, I don't know if it's because we had lunch or we'd stopped moving, but the second pass was harder than Dead Woman's Pass.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's steeper. I think the stairs are not as nice as the first part, but yeah.
Yeah, and we were wet as well. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely steeper and more rocky. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Recommendations for training?
For me, I think definitely go and do like weights on your legs, squats, lunges, yoga's good as well, because my legs are really strong, and I think that's what definitely helped me. I didn't have sore legs afterwards, maybe for a day, but I was actually very impressed that I've been doing lunges and that for the last year, but really worked more in the last few months before we came. I definitely think that helped me. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
And stair training.
As much stairs as you can do.
Yeah, stairs.
Because your leg muscles, it's not necessarily my knees that hurt, and my leg didn't hurt.
Thighs.
It's the thighs and that type of stuff too.
Yeah.
So I think if you can do as many stairs as possible.
And some cardio.
Yeah.
Cardio, you need cardio to
There
get up those
was a
hills.
lot of the times where my chest was beating so hard.
Yeah.
Just from, hours of stairs. So we had to, do some stairs and then give it a break, let your heart rate come down a bit, get it good, and then start walking again. So, yeah, just be prepared for
stairs.
a lot of stairs, yeah. Would you do it again?
Yes, but I prefer to do something else. I think I'd do a different one. I've done that now. I've achieved it, and it was awesome, and I would recommend anyone to do it. But I've done it, so I don't need to do it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
Not in a heartbeat. No, I wouldn't do it again unless, in 20 years' time, our kids are older or something, and they say they want to do it, maybe, but then we'll be 70, so I don't think we'll be doing it again.
We'll do a different one.
I would highly recommend it to anyone and everyone to do,
for sure.
because now that we've ticked it off our list, and we can talk about it with such great sense of pride and accomplishment, something you will never, ever, ever forget.
No,
never forget. It's so challenging, so fun, and such a reward.
And I think if we do another big hike, we're going to do one where it has maybe some cabins with toilets.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's awesome. Yeah, definitely do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I said before, I'm making another video, so going to make a video of the actual walk itself, and see what it looks like with the people that we were with, the stairs, so you can get a bit of a sense of what the stairs look like, what the food looks like, all that type of stuff. So have a look out for that video as well, See you soon.